Hello, my name is Esther Lee, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker with Yellow Chair Collective. Today's conversation is about navigating workplace change with compassion, resilience, and care. Organizational transitions affect entire communities. Some people may be directly impacted by layoffs or role changes, while others are navigating the emotional complexity of remaining within the organization. No matter where you fall in that experience, workplace transitions can deeply affect our sense of stability, identity, belonging, and well being. This presentation is an opportunity to pause, reflect, and explore ways we can care for ourselves and one another during seasons of uncertainty. Change often impacts more than schedules or responsibilities. It can affect our nervous systems, relationships, confidence, routines, and sense of safety. During times of uncertainty, many people experience stress responses such as difficulty concentrating, fatigue, anxiety, irritability, numbness, hypervigilance, grief, and emotional overwhelm. Even positive change can feel destabilizing because our brains naturally seek predictability and safety. For people directly experiencing layoffs or displacement, there may also be grief around identity, financial stress, loss of community, or uncertainty about the future. For those who remain, there can be survivor's guilt, increased workloads, pressure to stay productive, or fear about future instability. These responses are not signs of weakness. They are human responses to disruption and uncertainty. One important reminder is that resilience does not mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. Resilience can look quieter than that. It can look like adapting slowly, reaching out for support, allowing space for grief, reconnecting with values, or simply continuing one step at a time. Transitions can also become moments of reinvention, not because the situation itself is easy, but because periods of change often invite us to reevaluate what matters, what supports us, and what kind of future we want to build moving forward. During stressful periods, self care is not about relaxation. It's about nervous system support, stability, sustainability, and creating moments of steadiness. A few supportive practices can include creating small routines where possible. Maybe you want to start every day with really savoring your morning coffee. Obs- It's really taking the time to smell it, taste it. What does that feel like once the coffee enters your mouth, your body, etc.? How do you know when it's starting to kick in, right? Almost like this meditative practice. Maybe you want to light a candle at the beginning of the workday, blow it out at the end of the workday, create a small ritual to bookmark the stress of the day. Doing small practices like this increases your sense of predictability, and predictability can help restore a sense of stability. Taking intentional pauses throughout the day, right? Maybe you're taking 30 seconds or 2 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes at different points throughout the day to allow yourself a moment to breathe, to reset. Maybe you want to set a timer on your phone to remind yourself, this is my time to take my 30 seconds or 2 minutes. Even brief moments of slowing down make a difference to help reset your nervous system. Paying attention to signs of physical stress, right? Your body is always communicating to you, whether it's tense shoulders, difficulty breathing, heaviness in your chest, maybe it's a tingling in your hands or this need to constantly be fidgeting. That's your body communicating to you. It's telling you, I'm not okay. Please give me that time to slow down or just not do anything, even for a moment. Your body often signals signs of overwhelm before your mind fully catches up. So pay attention. What is your body trying to tell you? And during this time, allow yourself to reduce the pressure for perfection. During transitions, survival and adjustment may take more energy than usual. So be kind to yourself. I want to also encourage you to stay connected to supportive people. Isolation often intensifies stress, and our nervous systems are wired to fire together. And so, if you're around people who help settle your nervousness, your stress, not only are you re regrounding yourself, but you're also helping those around you to ground too. And finally, allow yourself experience of mixed emotions. Maybe there's so many layers of emotions coming up for you, whether it's relief, grief, hope, exhaustion, anger, and uncertainty. Right? All of those feelings are real and valid and can exist at the same time. We can take a moment to ground even right now. Right? This exercise is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, where we name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. And we'll start by just kind of allowing yourself to settle. Maybe you want to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Maybe you want to lean back in your seat if you feel comfortable. You can exhale all that stale air, stale energy. Find a regular breathing pattern for yourself. And I want to encourage you to attune yourself to your surroundings and name 5 things you can see in detail. Maybe you have some post-its around you reminding you to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe you have your favorite mug holding your favorite coffee. What does it look like? What can you notice? Maybe you work from home and you notice your pet, your dog, your cat, another furry being just sleeping. Your favorite plant in the corner. Maybe it needs a little water. Name 4 things you can touch and really let yourself touch it. Get a hand of it. I have my little crochet thing. It feels soft to the touch. It's really light. Got little beaded eyes, a little face, a little smile. Maybe you have a furry blanket that's on your lap or over your shoulders. Maybe you have a cold glass of water. 3 things you can hear. Maybe you're listening to the sound of my voice. Maybe you hear some cars passing on the street. Or you have some music playing in the background. And 2 things you can smell. Is there a favorite candle nearby? Or you're wearing perfume or cologne? Or what does your coffee or tea smell like? And maybe you want to give it a taste too. The 1 thing you can taste. What does it taste like? What are any sensations or feelings you might notice as you taste it? Grounding practices like this help gently signal to your nervous system a sense of safety, especially during stressful times. So allow yourself to tune into your senses, tune into your environment. Workplace transitions are collective experiences. When organizations go through change, people can easily become isolated, emotionally guarded, or disconnected from one another. And community care reminds us that support does not have to happen perfectly in order for it to matter. Small acts of care can make a meaningful difference. It can include checking in with coworkers, acknowledging difficult realities instead of bypassing them, encouraging breaks and boundaries, sharing resources openly, listening without trying to immediately fix things, and creating space for honesty and compassion. For leaders and teams, emotional transparency and care can help build and rebuild trust during periods of uncertainty. And for individuals, remembering that you do not have to carry everything alone can be deeply grounding itself. Two reflection questions for you to consider. What kind of emotional support helps me feel less alone during difficult seasons? Or what strengths or values do I want to carry into my next chapter? And as we close, remember that transitions rarely happen in a straight line. There may be moments of grief, uncertainty, resilience, reinvention, hope, exhaustion, or clarity, sometimes all within the same day. So, whatever the season looks like for you, you deserve care and support while moving through it. As you continue forward, consider what helps me feel grounded? What support do I need right now? What small next steps feels manageable right now? And how can I practice compassion towards myself and others? Pathways forward are not built all at once. They are built through small moments of care, connection, courage, and reflection. Thank you for taking the time to pause today. Take care. Good luck.